Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be going over some useless PVZ GW2 facts. Even though these are useless, I still think these are all extremely cool, and I want to let you guys know about some of these. So if you guys are enjoying, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe, hit the like button, give me a comment down below which of these was the coolest, which one you guys found the most interesting. I also have a Discord server if you guys want to join and play Garden Warfare 2 with me. Alright, let's get started. The first character we want to talk about is Super Commando Reload Glitch. So unlike normal characters, Super Commando cannot manually reload. Whenever you shoot with him, you're automatically firing out a triple burst. So every time you hit the trigger, you're shooting out all 3 bullets, and you can't just press X to reload. You have to shoot all 3 bullets out. But there's something interesting you can do to circumvent this. While shooting, you look at the amount of ammo in the clip. For example, if it says 2 or 1 and you use an ability at the exact same time, as you can see now I have 2 ammo. So now I could shoot my burst weapon with only having 2 shots, and it actually has a different sound effect than normal. You can do this with all of Super Commando's abilities. But the thing I find most interesting about this is you could manually reload. So you could walk around and then you could click the reload button and you could manually reload. Is this useful at all? No. Unicorn Chomper is a character that was attainable up until 2017, a year after the game release. If you reached max level in Garden Warfare 1 and transferred over your save progress, you'll be rewarded with the Unicorn Chomper. The Unicorn Chomper cannot be played as anymore, and the only way to level him up is through the Town Hall game modes. So you can master him, but as you could see here, his actual character model doesn't show up, and I'm not allowed to play as the character. I do still get the credit for leveling him up though. But what if I told you there is a way you could actually still see his model after you have him leveled up? As you could even see here, there's little arrows. These actually appear when a character is ready to be leveled up. By shooting with Rock P, you could actually bring up things that aren't supposed to be seen. So if I shoot enough on this pot, be able to see Unicorn Chomper. Alright, so I did the best I could, but he kind of has a transparent look to him, but if you look very closely, you can see that is in fact Unicorn Chomper. And he is here, his model is actually animating, but I think the developers simply just chose to make it invisible. So it's already coded in right here, we just can't see it normally. But by shooting it with Rock A, we can actually see the character. You could also do this with characters you have leveled up, but you do not have them unlocked yet. While having Sunflower as your character selected, put down the heal flower. Normally you'll have to wait, as you can see the ability is recharging. If we go back into the booth and switch our flower to a different one, we can actually put down another flower, with the other one still being there. We could also switch it again to the next flower, and we could have up to 3 flowers out at once. So yeah, the flower army is here. This one might not be useless, but it does take a bit of time to get set up. It is really fun to do though. You have all 3 flowers at once, though they do despawn after a while. Here's a fun one. Here's another cool one. None of the chompers can zoom in, though Goop has really good accuracy. But what if I told you there's one chomper that you can select that actually can take good advantage of zooming in with Goop? That's right, the Yeti Chomper. Though this is a little bit difficult on controller because the LB button is right next to the left bumper button. If you position your hands correctly, and on PC this is much easier, you can zoom in and use Goop more accurately. So yes, this one is useful, but unless you play it with a certain grip, it is very hard to do. I recommend getting a controller that has bumpers on the back if you want to do this glitch, though I think that's kind of going a little far just to do a niche little glitch. Goop is pretty easy to aim with regardless. It has such a big splash hitbox. Did you know that if you have party mode with Captain Party Man and you go in your barrel, it just completely stops you from having party mode? This kind of sucks in my opinion. But if you do get a share kill right as you enter the barrel, you actually can have party mode while being in the barrel. Here's one that is really useless, but I still find really funny. If you look at the cannon in the backyard battle run, you'll notice that the reticle turns red. When a reticle turns red for a rose, it enables your homing. It means there's an enemy that you're locking onto. So, as you can see when I shoot over here, as the reticle is white, the bullet goes straight. But if I aim the reticle just where the reticle is red, the bullets will actually home in on the cannon. I still don't know why this is a thing. The cannon is not an enemy. The cannon is a friend. So, I don't know. This one's really funny though. Similar to the sunflower, you could have an army of spikeweeds by going back and switching your spikeweed after placing one down by going to the abilities menu. You could have 2 spiky spikeweeds, 2 vampweeds, and 3 regular spikeweeds out when they're on their normal charge. Though I do believe whenever these are done charging, you could actually have even more out at a time. So yes, I was correct. You can keep adding spikeweeds. Every spikeweed has a limit of the max ones you could have out, but you can actually have a whole army of spikeweeds out at a time and just sit in a burrow. This is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Also, another fun fact, the spikeweed's eyes actually move. They look left and right. They've seen some stuff, man. Have you ever wanted to have an army of sombrero bean bombs? Well, look no further, because I can show you how. If you use a sombrero bean bomb, then go back into your character select, and then pop out, shoot out another sombrero bean bomb, pop out, shoot out another sombrero bean bomb, go back in, shoot out another sombrero bean bomb, go back in, shoot out another sombrero bean bomb. You can actually have a bunch of sombrero bean bombs out at once. If you have another player in the room with you, this can be absolutely terrifying. Do not go near the character booth if you see a friend doing this. You will explode. So if you guys are wondering, there's a little exclamation point that goes over things you never interacted with. I'm max rank and I never touched the switch teams button. I always thought it was funny to keep it there forever, so I'm going to keep it there forever. But keep in mind of that icon. Similar to what I showed earlier with rock peag. If you shoot in the area of something you have already interacted with, you can actually see a very, very slight outline of the interact thing. So it's pretty cool. So rock peag can really uncover things that you've already interacted with or things that are normally not supposed to be seen. So if you ever wanted to see those things again, you can, even if you've interacted with it again. For example, right here, you could see me slowly making one appear. It's a little hard to see, but you could see, if you look very closely, it's a little gray outline. It kind of feels like digging up a fossil. The more bullets you shoot, the more visible it'll be. Let me know if you guys find anything cool. This one's pretty easy to see now. This is really cool. I like this a lot. Here's one that I always thought was really interesting. If you look at the tennis star's description, it says, due to a strict training regimen, the tennis star can move faster than all the other all-stars. But the motocross star is actually significantly faster than the tennis star. And with the speed upgrade, he is the fastest zombie in the game. His description, though, doesn't even tell you that. All it does is just tell you that it'll make the plants unable to use their abilities if you shoot them enough. But it's clear as day when you play as this character, he has a very, 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 very fast walk speed, which makes sense because he's a motorcycle character. But it's just so strange that they didn't point this out about the character. But they pointed it out about Tennis Star. My theory is that they were referring to when you're firing, you could walk around faster, but even with the motocross star, why wouldn't they point that out? Yes, the tennis star can move faster while firing, but the motocross star's base speed is nothing to be scoffed at. With Breakfast Brains as well, Breakfast Brains is also tied as the fastest zombie in the game with the motocross star. He's faster than all of the other superheroes. When you get a kill with Breakfast Brains, you actually get a speed boost, which can be combined with the Turbo Twister to make you go extremely fast. His description again says nothing at all referring to either of these gimmicks. Here's one more. In Rux's shop, some of these hats aren't even obtainable anymore. This hat right here is a legacy hat, and cannot be obtained without the use of mods on PC. On console, if you did not get it back when it was available, you cannot get it nowadays. This hat right here is also not even in the game. I don't even know why they put this here. Maybe it was supposed to be added in an update, or the devs were just not thinking. I kind of think the devs weren't thinking with this one. Rex used to be in the sewer. They kind of just plopped him here. I mean, you could literally see the grass flipping through his desk. Seems like PopCap didn't really think that one. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Those were just some fun facts. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.